Hello, everyone. This is Grace Livingston. I am a mortgage loan originator in both California as well as Virginia. So, today I'm going to talk with you about how to refinance mortgage loans. There's a reason why this topic is especially important during COVID. Now, COVID-19 has really changed a lot of people's living conditions, especially now it is a lot of people now have to face the reverse incentives where they have a lot of loans, yet the income might be relatively unstable. Now, this is actually a good time when the interest rate is going down, when our market actually has a flood of cash coming in, even though at the same time, a lot of the lenders are a little bit more careful. If you are doing government-backed loans such as FHA or Guinea Mac, those kind of government loans, you're actually still able to get a pretty good rate. Relatively speaking, right now you are at a lower rate than many other times before us when the market was like at record high. So during the pandemic, it is especially important. If you have the opportunity to refinance, mostly it would require you to still have some sort of income. Um, it would actually be a good idea to do that. So you are able to lock your rate at a low level, while at the same time, you can use the new loans. You can stretch the length of the loan. For instance, you can do another 30-year loan to cover your old loan. What it does is it's able to really significantly lower the monthly payment for you. So this is something I think a lot of people can really consider. Um, with the record levels of unemployment, if you have a co-borrower, for instance, if you are married or you have another person on in your household, you can actually co-apply and together benefit from the opportunities of refinancing to lower down your monthly payment while at the same time also lock in a much lower interest rate. So if you do the math, depending on your situation, if you are actually stretching out for another 30-year loan or something like that at a much lower interest rate, you are talking about saving significant amount of money. For some people, it could be well in the hundreds of thousands of dollars over the length of the loan payment. Okay, so the refinancing actually gives you another opportunity, which is, you have many years of mortgage payment, then you have a track record of good payment record. For a lot of us, your paying your mortgage on time would actually be able to improve your credit. So if you've been doing relatively well, your mortgage is actually going to now look at the situation very likely more favorably because your credit could actually be higher than before. And so when you think about refinancing as an opportunity to restructure your finance, if you think about it this way, you are really giving yourself a lot more capability to use your cash in a different way. And now there's another thing I think really, really important for you to know is there is actually a cash out option for refinance. Now, what does that mean? It means, for instance, if you've been paying down your mortgage for a lot of years, now you pay the down payment, and you also, for many years, paying regular monthly payment. For instance, you started with 3% down payment, and right now you have a 40% down payment. In this difficult moment, for those who actually still have a certain sort of a certain level of income, but not sufficient to cover everything. They're actually able to borrow against their equity. You won't be able to borrow. Let's say you have 40% equity. You own that is the money you paid off from the bank. You will be able to borrow a certain percentage of that so that you take cash out of it to pay your expenses. So some people actually have student loans that are at 7 or 8%, but their mortgage, I mean, sometimes it's actually their children's student loans. Their mortgage is actually at a much lower rate, for instance, 2 to 3%. So in certain circumstances, it's making sense, especially if we are at a market that is very favorable for the rates. Sometimes it's making sense for you to refinance with a cash out, then be able to give you living stipend or living expenses coming from the uh, the equity that you paid before. So if you have any questions, you want to have a consultation, I would encourage you to go to the website, which is right here, and I am happy to do a free consultation with you to understand your situation and see if there is anything I can do to help you. Now, I am licensed in California and Virginia, so for those of us outside of these two states, well, consider this as an education video. But for those who are actually in California and Virginia, happy to talk with you and have a wonderful day. Every single day, I'm going to post quite a few of these videos. So if you guys have any question, you can also contact me either on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or directly on my website. You can contact me, ask questions. I'm happy to do more videos just to answer your questions as well. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.